Hi everyone, thanks for watching my video. I appreciate you doing so, and all my blessings come from God. So I'm going to pray before we start. God, align with Jesus Christ and the Holy Spirit so that I can speak your truth. Guide me in what I need to say that you want people to know. Amen. Thank you. So, it's been a crazy couple days. I definitely understand more of an idea of what God's been doing in my life, even when I didn't believe in God. Because I started out believing that God was unforgiving, mean, angry. He can be that, I'm sure. But I haven't, when I truly got a relationship with him, I haven't come across that. And I'm sure if he needs to be with me, that will happen. But I haven't seen that yet. You know, sometimes you're put through hardship because you need to learn things more about yourself and your dependence on God, and it's a good thing. A true parent guides their children, and teaches them what's good, like good works, how to treat people, you know, not to be disrespectful, um, you know, it, and, even though my life has been hard, it's been difficult at times, overwhelming difficult, when I was lucky enough to get a relationship with God, and when I believe in Him, I looked back on my life and I realized how much He had truly been, like, protecting me. It's just, I'm amazed at everything I see now. And, the gifts are just, even when I wasn't doing His will or have a relationship with Him, He took care of me. I didn't go without. I had food to eat, clothes to wear. I had, place to sleep, even if it wasn't my place. I always somehow had a way to sleep. I was never homeless. And, that I know truly is God's, He was letting me have my way until I, was at a point where I could be, basically be molded like clay, as they say. I'm okay, with that molding. And I've learned to sacrifice because, sacrifices aren't always a bad thing. Because some sacrifices are good for you. They help you to grow, to understand, I had to come to a place that God was truly everything to me. Nothing comes before God, even now. And He has made promises to me, and I know He will keep those promises if I keep my promises. I have faith, and I'm so, you know, He just He finds me worthy. You know, I mean, at this point, I'm hoping you've watched all my videos and you know where I come from, and how truly sick and evil I was before I started in the program, and then I still turned back to some of the ways, but God was always there. I only had to reach for Him. I had to trust and believe that He would take away the things that would do me harm. Like the relationship with my mother. I'm pretty much buried that. I'm okay that she's not in my life anymore because, she didn't love me like God loves me. And that's sad to say, but I'm a survivor. I really don't need her condemnation. I've done a lot with my life, and I see God is my Father because He raised me. He gave me all the tools to survive in life. Yes, Mom always worked, but at the expense of everyone else, um, and her partying. Me and my sister came second, even third and fourth, and I've had to forgive myself for a lot of things. Um, when God showed me a new way, um, He let me choose my path. So it was my will, um, all the way, Um, when it came back to the program in 2001, I pretty much knew that I was on a self-destructive path and I didn't want to do that anymore. The black pit that was in my stomach and my heart, everything was just bad, and I had everything. So I had proven to myself, to my innermost self, I realized and recognized that God's path for me truly was the right way. And, well, the growth, it's not easy. I'm not telling you it's easy, but it's so, so worth it. I can't even tell you how worth it is. Um, I have been forgiven for my sins, you know. Um, God forgave me, but to be truly healed and my sins washed away, I had to realize that He gave His only living Son as sacrifice to heal those sins so I could become a better person. Now, a lot of people would say, oh, that's good enough. It doesn't matter. I can just go as I was because my sins are healed. Let me tell you what, if you don't make changes and you don't sacrifice and get on God's path and God's law, a lot of bad things happen. God will only give you a pass for so long. He was telling me right before I came that I either could do His way or my way, and my way was destruction. I already proven that to myself. So, I'm human. I make mistakes even today. I don't always do the right thing. I try to. I try and make sure people know that I care or that I'm grateful for, even when they work, like the simplest thing, thank you. Please, thank you. That's a good start. Do simple things, and when I was awoken, talk about awoken, um, and the download of information, I realized that, I was listening to a lot of music and the frequencies that go out dumbs down God's frequency. And also, not only the music, but the TV and the shows, I didn't realize that those frequencies affect me. And so there was things that I could sacrifice. And you know what? I did it gladly because I know God has a plan for me. And if I don't make those sacrifices, the blessings that He gives me and the promises that He gives me of those blessings, they're not going to come to pass. And I'll tell you what, for my history and what I know, I will gladly sacrifice them. I still have things that I have to give up, but God's going to give me time. And Jesus, people don't understand the significance of that. It's just, here is a child born of um, a mother that never had any kind of contact, sexual contact. That's not odd, that's God. That's a truly amazing gift that she got. And then He walked as His Father wanted Him to. He was kind and loving, and yes, He did get angry, but He didn't react in it. And so if I can be like he was, that's just amazing, you know. And don't get me wrong, I have feelings, I have pains, I have hurts and anger. I mean, I just learned to temper it. I've allowed God to temper it, and now am going to choose to walk in Jesus' shoes as I learn the Bible and go out from here. I'm not going to do it perfectly. I already know that. Um, and I'm just glad for the option, you know. There's a lot of people out there, you know, you see a lot in the being released, and, you know, a lot of those people were lied to and didn't realize what they were agreeing to. You know, if you haven't been exposed to stuff like that, you don't know how to guard yourself against that and see the lies between what you're being told. If I could give anything to you, if it's a dressed up and a package that's pretty or the words are pretty, do some research. If it sounds too good to be true, um, double check, ask questions. Don't just blindly go in, okay? I wish I had done research. It could have saved me a lot of years and a lot of heartache. But, so I want to share this. I found this Bible and it resonated. I mean, I just had to have it. It's called the Life Recovery Bible. And what it is, I found my relationship with God through the 12 steps and the 12 traditions. And this is the 12 steps through the Bible. And so the first step is we admitted that we were powerless over our problems, that our lives have become unmanageable. And here's the first scripture. For I know that in me dwelleth no good thing, for to will is present with me, but how to perform that which is good I find not. So to me, that tells me that my will is not good for me. I don't know how to temper it. And, you know, I have made an agreement with God. And I have told him, because I don't trust myself. You know, probably am trusted, but I know that I'm of flesh and that I'm willful, you know, in all manner, and I try not to be, but I'm human. I make mistakes. But I have agreed to allow him to take over my will when he feels that I'm getting off track. For me, I truly trust and believe in God. You know, he has shown me that my blessings are so great. I mean, I've shared my life with you. If you don't see it in them, my hope is you see the similarities and not the differences. You know, it's pretty amazing to me that I'm still alive and that God has made me promises, and I believe those promises. You know, I just, I feel so blessed. So blessed. I mean, I feel like down crying like a baby and, you know, screaming, thank you, God, thank you, God. All the glory goes to you. So if anyone wants to write to me, that's fine. I guess I'm not sure when I'll be able to make another video. Maybe as more people see it, you can write to me and ask me for more or questions. But that was Romans 7:18, and I like the last part. But how to perform that which is good, I find not. I think of that as my first part of my life. No one showed me or taught me how to do good. And God showed me where to do that and learn that. And the people of 8A taught me how to do faith without works. Faith without works is dead. Also, you know, this too shall pass. If something is truly bothering you, or you're just having a really hard time and you don't believe in prayer, let my belief be your belief. I can't tell you how amazing my life has been since letting God. And now, Jesus, I just know I'm going to grow to so many different levels. You know, I've learned so much just in this little short time. I don't know a lot, but I'm willing to learn in whatever way I can. And, you know, I want to sing God's praises. Everything I get is because of Him. You know, and, you know, I didn't do it for gifts. I didn't do it for gifts. Um, in His eyes, I'm worthy. You know, and for me, that's truly the gift. He loved me when no one else did. He's given to me like no one else. Um, I just can't stress enough how truly awesome God is. You know, yes, He takes away things, but you know what? I know they're for my own good. I would rather do God's will than my will, because my will gets me nothing but trouble. I want to thank you for listening and hope it didn't bore you. Um, if you want to do this with me, I'm happy to be here. You know, I think I would like to start off um, with anybody that wants to learn about the Bible. I don't know a lot, um, but I want to attempt, because I know the answers are here. Everything that's coming to pass current in life right now, you know, the Bible's been hidden on us. We've been dumbed down to disbelieve God and the Bible, and you know, I just want to ease people's pain. Um, my answer was God, and now Jesus Christ. You know, who died for my sins. What a selfless gift. You know, God gave us Jesus because He loved His children, and I just, I just am overwhelmed by that. Okay, guys, have a great day. Bye.